let's look at farming. The average worth of farmland in the United States is given in the table below in dollars per acre. Okay, so dollars per acre. And also included is the total amount of farmable acres in the United States based on different times. So at different times, track the value per acre and how many acres, right? So use your calculator to write a linear equation to model the value of farmland. That is list 2 here. So, okay. Ooh, first, linear equation, just so that we remember. What is that? We're going to need the initial, and we're going to need the constant change. If you thought this was gone because your test is over, nope. Welcome to learning. Everything is based on what you've known before. So let's go ahead. And I've gone ahead and put into list 1 the years since 1990. And in list 2, you see the values per acre. So I'm going to go to Stat, Calculate, Linear Regression Model, hit Enter. List 1, but in this one, I have to go second 2 for list 2, because that was the value. All right, and now I'm going to jot these down. Okay, so I used my calculator to find the initial amount. Well, the initial amount is 556. I'm going to round to 0.94. And the constant change, the slope here is 55.18 about. Oh. Both of those are rounded amounts. And the linear equation. Okay. Let's use, we need some variables here. Let's go with T for time and maybe V for value. Okay, so the value, which is the responding variable, is equal to the initial 556.94 dollars per acre plus 55.18 T times. That's the constant increase. Okay, it's increasing. Constant increase, T times for each year. Okay. That makes sense because this is about 100 and that increased over 2 years. So 2 of these would be just over $100. Got it. Interpret what the slope of this line means in the context of the situation. You got it. So the constant change here is, okay, so the value of farmland in the U.S. is going up by about $55.18 per acre per year, or each year that passes. Use your graphing calculator or your calculator, also Desmos will do this, to write a linear equation to model the amount of farmland there is in the U.S. So farmland, that's my list 3. So let's go through this process again. Okay, so Stat, Calculate, Linear Regression Model, L1, L3, and Compute. Got it. So I need you to see my slope is going to be negative 2.885. Ooh, I'm going to round that to negative 2.89. And my initial value is 975.6 about. Oh, look at how strong that correlation is, 99%. Ooh. Strongly correlated. Time and millions of acres of farmland in the United States. So here we go. What did I just mention? I have to look back. Initial is about 975.6 millions of acres, and the constant change, or the slope, is approximately negative 2.9 millions of acres. Okay, here we go. Let's call this either A for acres or M for millions. I'm going to go with M just to remind myself that it's millions of acres. So the millions of acres, and I don't know why I put equals. It really should be an approximation, right? Because we've rounded and it's data-based, so this model has some error involved. So this is a good estimate, but not perfect. Is the initial amount 975.6 millions of acres, and then the constant change, so minus 2.9 for each year, t times. I see, it's going down a bit. Yes, we have less and less farmland in the United States since 1990. Interpret what the slope of this line means in the context of the situation. Yep. So, the amount of acres. How about the farmland acreage I don't know if that's spelled right, acreage. I do know it's a word, so that's good. I didn't make it up. The farmland acreage in the United States has been going down by about 2.9 million. So I'm going to write that as 2,900,000 acres per year. Okay, farmland acreage in the United States has been going down by about, 2.9 million, which is 2,900,000 acres per year. Wow. Okay, part E says multiply your value equations, so the value equation times your amount of farmland equation. Okay, so I have to write this down just to make sure I understand what's happening here. So the value equation, we called that V, times amount of farmland, we actually called M for millions of acres. Multiply these two. All right. So here's what we have. Our value, that was 556.94 plus 55.18 T. And now the millions of acres, we had 975.6 minus 2.9 T. Ah, I see. We have to distribute now. We have a linear situation and a linear situation, and we're being asked to multiply them. All right, here we go. Let's keep track of all of our multiplications. We got this. Oh boy, I'm going to do that on the calculator for sure. 556.94 times 975.6. Whoa, that's a large number. I'm going to have to write it down here. So what do we have? 543,350.664. Got it. So far, so good. I still need to multiply this by the negative 2.9. So 556.94 times negative 2.9. That will give me negative 1,615.126 T. Okay, and now let's distribute this 55.18 T's. All right, plus, okay, 55.18 times 975.6 gives me 53,833.608 T's. And then the lasts here, or the 55.18 T distributed by the negative 2.9, 55.18 times 2.9, and I got, so it's a negative, a positive times a negative, minus 160.022 T's. Okay, and it is true that we could combine this number of T's with this number of T's. I'll do that in part F because it says I'm going to be, apparently I called it F for farmland. But I'm going to change that to an M for millions of acres of farmland. I guess F is a good name too for that variable. Anyway, let's compute V times F of 24. So here, I'm noticing this is our function from part E, and this is where T equals 24. And then say what the answer means. Okay, I am quite literally going to punch this whole thing in and put in a 24 every time I see a T. I don't know if you... Okay, so here I'll zoom in. 543,350.664 minus 1,615.126 times 24 plus 53,833.608 times 24 minus 160. I feel like there's a flaw. Can I find it? Right here. This by this, a T by T, is actually a T squared. Right there. T by T, T squared. Okay, so 160.022 times 24 squared. Got it. Okay, so I punched all of that into my calculator all at once, and I ended up with $1,704,421.56. Say what this answer means. Oh gosh. So we're talking about the value times the amount of farmland. So this is per acre, and this is how many acres we have. So this is how much it is actually worth. What is that? 24 years since 1990. What year is that? 1990 plus 24 years, that's 2014. Okay, so here we go. In 2014, the total value of farmland in the U.S. was about, and remember this is millions, so this is 1.7 million millions of dollars. So millions. Okay, so this isn't just 1,700,000. This is actually 1.7 million millions. Okay, so tack on 6 sets of zeros, move this decimal 6 times. So here, I might as well do that quick. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is the total value of the worth of the farmland in the United States, 2014.